You must be a new patient for today, is that correct? I have you written down here for a general mental assessment today, is that correct? I see. Okay, no problem, of course. We're gonna go pretty in depth today. We're gonna go over many details. Of course, if you feel uncomfortable or would just prefer to not answer any specific questions, you can totally just skip those. Just let me know. I will note everything down in my handy little notepad over here. Yes. So that should all be in order. Do you have any concerns before we start? You might die of a heat stroke? Yeah, me too. Me too. That's, yeah. We're gonna have to sit through this together, I suppose. That's okay. So, let's start with just your general information. Could I please get your full name and address one more time? And address. Okay, got that. Wonderful indeed. I do have my notepad open in the back. I might have to write some things down digitally as well, just to, get that out in the archive and not just in my personal notes. Alright. What's your birth date? Okay, that makes you how old? That makes sense. Okay, the first couple of questions I'm gonna ask you would be about your past. Okay. Are you uncomfortable discussing anything from past events? That's relevant how? Okay. Okay. We don't gotta talk about that. We wouldn't have anyways. But that's okay. What would you say about your early years? I'm not sure if I would use that phrasing, but that's okay too. Could you tell me about some of your favorite childhood memories? You have none. Oh no, you're just joking. Okay. Well, go on. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice memory, I guess. What I swear I can talk. I swear. What what characteristics, there you go, and beliefs have been influencing your past? Do you have any You believe in what now? Is that like a local religion or something like that? Who's Echorin? I see. Sorry, what? What's that exactly? I see. Is there a particular moment in your life you would like to share about how your values of your viewpoint changed significantly? You have never changed ever in your life. Okay. I don't. Well, we're gonna note that down for now. I'm not quite sure. That's the way I would view it. Do you still feel the effects of any major past events on you right now? Would you like to go back and revisit any past experiences? Really? Okay. Does your family have any special rituals? Any traditions from your early years that you cherish? Maybe even still practice? Your family never celebrated anything. Wait, but earlier you said... Huh. Okay. Yeah, okay. Do you see any recurring themes or patterns in your earlier experiences? And how do you deal with them in your present life? You haven't changed a thing. Fair enough. How does nostalgia affect your current feelings? And what part does it play in your thoughts about the past? Yes, that is a quite popular topic with people your age. I see. Do you feel that unresolved problems from previous experiences are impeding your happiness or your personal development? You don't know what this question means. Do you? And you don't want me to explain it? Words too big. Okay. That's fine. What aspects of your past decisions, both successful and unsuccessful, still affect the way you make decisions now? I see. So are you a person that acts more on thoughts or more on feelings? Okay. The next couple of questions I have are going to be about your emotions. Okay. In 3 words, how would you sum up your emotional condition right now? Okay. Last one. Those are quite contradictive, aren't they? Those are... I don't think purple is an emotion. Or is this missing the meaning? I see. Okay, moving on. Which certain situations or incidents make you feel happy? It seems to be quite important in your life. You keep bringing that up. I'll make a note of that. How do you manage intense feelings on a daily basis? Day drinking. Oh, you're joking? Oh, okay. Is there a particular memory from your early years that still affects your feelings now? How do your fundamental concepts influence the way you feel and behave? Not quite what I asked, but I'll note it down. Is there a good way for you to let out your anger? How do you do that? Really? Okay. That's unusual. Do you have any feelings that you usually repress? Okay. Why? I see. What effects do your feeling have on the people that you interact with? You don't interact with people? Ever? I see. Which forms of self-care do you use to keep your emotional health in check? None. Okay. Okay. Can you identify any stress or anxiety related emotional triggers in your life? Everything. Everything. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I understand. How do you tell the difference between real feelings and the ones that are influenced by other forces? No, not by evil forces. Nothing like just just in general. You look very disappointed at that. Do you have any particular objectives in mind to strengthen your emotional resilience? Regarding the emotional development, how at ease are you with vulnerability? Okay. And how can self-reflection help you organize and control your emotions? Okay. Next couple of questions are going to be about your thoughts. What would you say best describes the primary thoughts that cross your head every day? Purple. Purple again. Okay. I'll write that down. Would you like to look into any negative thought patterns that seem to come back? Other colors. Okay. We're gonna talk about that. What is your approach to dealing with self-critical thoughts, and how do they affect your sense of worth as an individual? You never have doubts ever? Ever? Interesting. Is there anything you can see that might be causing you to perceive reality differently? I need to see that. Oh god. Okay. Anyways. that was a very weird sneeze. Anyway. I was trying to stay quiet. What were we on? Yeah, that. How much do your current cognitive processes originate from your previous experiences? Are you prone to having intrusive or nervous thoughts in certain situations? And that's a regular occurrence. How do you usually deal with that? You watch ASMR. What's that? And you bite people? Okay. We're gonna talk about that one too. Do they know? Okay. I see. What is your procedure for making decisions? And are there any particular ideas that get in the way? You have a magic 8 ball? any instinctive beliefs that oh my god, that word. Exacerbate stress, feelings of being overwhelmed. I don't know what that word means either. What effects do your thought have on your capacity to establish and accomplish goals? You always achieve every goal. In football. What? Okay. In what ways do you strike a balance in your everyday thinking between acceptable and inappropriate ideas? What effects does your self-talk have on your determination and ability to persevere in the face of difficulty? What's Undertale? And that has what to do? Okay. I see. Are you always thinking about any unsolved problems or unanswered questions? I see. That frequently. How do you deal with overthinking? And does it make it hard for you to unwind? You never think, ever. I don't think that's right. Which techniques do you regularly use to encourage constructive and optimistic thinking? I wouldn't say that you don't think, because if you wouldn't think, I don't think we could be talking right now. Okay. The next questions are about your healthy habits. Okay. What benefits do your present healthful activities provide for your general well-being? Do you have any particular daily practices that promote your mental and physical well-being? You sleep like a lot? How much do you sleep? I think that's normal. You used to not sleep? When was that? Okay. Anyways, let's move on. How well do your food choices support your overall wellness and health objectives? Not at all. You only eat trash. Okay. Do you have any bad habits that you think might affect your general health? Do you use your phone a bit? Okay. You've already mentioned that you sleep. Is this a priority in your life? Do you struggle with it, or how do you stay motivated to be active? Are you active at all? Do you do any sports? No. Okay. That was a very passionate no. How much do you walk daily usually? Really? What particular methods or strategies do you employ to handle stress in every aspect of your life? Do you drink enough? How much do you usually drink? To enhance your mental well-being, do you engage in mindfulness or meditation practices? No. But you listen to ASMR. And then do everything they're asking of you in the video. Everything? I see. Do you adhere to any dietary guidelines or nutritional targets? Are you like a vegetarian, or you only eat? Okay. Only. I see. How can your general health and well-being benefit from relationships and social connections? You don't know. Okay. The next couple of questions are about your beliefs. What effects do your underlying beliefs have on how you see the world and yourself? Is there any belief that you can think of that limits your growth and well-being? What fundamental beliefs do you have about success and failure? And how do they influence the way you tackle obstacles? To what extent does your mental and emotional health depend on what you believe about your own value and affection? Do any messages or beliefs from your early years still affect the way you think and act now? How does your sense of purpose and involvement in the community stem from your political or social beliefs? Have you seen any changes in your beliefs as a result of remarkable experiences or personal development? Your beliefs are familiar with that. So that's very interesting. What are your methods for finding balance, and how do you resolve contradictory beliefs inside yourself? You never contradict yourself ever. Could you describe a situation in which refuting or altering a certain belief resulted in a beneficial change in yourself? Okay, you believe you've never changed ever. Okay. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. The next questions are about your relationships. Oh, your expression changed at that. In what ways does your present approach to building connections with others draw from your past relationships? In your relationships, what are the most important values you look for? How do they make you feel satisfied overall? They gotta be purple again, huh? Okay, that's very specific. Do you see any trends in your previous relationships that would like to alter or enhance? Lots of purple. You want more purple? Okay. Say, what does being purple mean to you? It just means being purple. Physically. Okay. That's the therapy dog. Okay. How do you handle disagreements in a relationship? What aspects of your expectations match those of your partner? You've never had a disagreement. Okay. Because you've never had a partner. Okay. That makes sense. How do you establish or maintain trust with others? And what part does trust play in your relationships? What are some changes you would like to make to the way you give and receive love in your relationships? You don't? Okay. Do you have any concerns or insecurities that might be getting in the way of your capacity to build and sustain meaningful relationships? In order to build mutual respect and understanding, how do you establish and convey limits in your relationships? There are no limits, ever. You tend to go towards the extreme more often than not, I fear. We will talk about that later. Next questions are about your career. Can you spot any trends in the way you decide on a career? And if so, How have they affected your route in the workplace? You just want money. Yeah, okay. What coping strategies do you employ to deal with the pressure and stress you face at work? You watch our VTubers. How does the career you're pursuing now help you feel fulfilled and purposeful? Oh, okay. Is there anything you're afraid or insecure about that could be impeding your career growth? If so, how do you intend to overcome it? Yeah, the therapy dog is eating. Please don't mind her. I can't hear her that much. Okay. In making job decisions, how do you strike a balance between following your passion and being realistic? How important is work-life balance to your sense of overall job satisfaction? Satisfaction. That's the word. How do your professional decisions fit into your long-term financial objectives? What is your definition of success in your career, and has it changed over time? You just want lots of money. Okay. Yes, that's fair. Alright. The next couple of questions will be our last ones, and they are about your future. How does your perfect future appear to you? Yes, I suppose it is important to most people. Do you have any concerns regarding your future? How well do your present objectives fit with your long-term plan? You have no long-term plan. Okay. Then which goals are more important to you? I'm guessing short-term over long-term? How do you strike a balance between your career and your personal goals? Do any self-limiting thoughts prevent you from pursuing your goals? How do you handle uncertainty regarding the future in your life? And how do you make sure your plans for the future help you feel fulfilled? Okay. Those are all the questions. them the next time we see each other. So, thank you for your honesty, and thank you for your time. And you should definitely subscribe